The stars of Sister Wives have been through some wrenching experiences. They've changed after life-altering tragedies that were so painful. Sister Wives stars have lived with so much heartache, including the tragic passing of a sweet and caring person, Garrison Brown. His death was shocking and sad. Some viewers watched him grow up on screen. While fans are emotionally invested, those who knew him and loved him are hurting the most. Sister Wives has been airing for 18 seasons. Some Brown kids have become adults, while others are still quite young. Their parents have loved and lost. Before Garrison died, grief touched the life of one cast member, Mary Brown. The pandemic also cast a long, dark shadow, pulling family members apart. Garrison's life ended at the young age of 25. The beloved Sister Wives star took his own life on March 5, 2024. Since that tragedy, the entire family has been reeling. The pain must be unbearable, and Janelle, Garrison's mother, has said that it's been hard to heal. Garrison was troubled. He had problems with alcohol and an ex. In the past, he'd feuded with his father, Cody. Sadly, they were estranged when he passed away. This type of tragedy is going to leave lasting psychological scars on the people who loved Garrison, as he meant so much to everyone who knew him. Cody and Janelle's son was a kind person who wanted to become a nurse. Garrison's compassionate spirit led him to rescue a cat from euthanasia shortly before he passed away. The feline's name is Ms. Buttons. Now, Janelle and Cody must face life as the parents of a deceased child. It's a nightmare outcome that no one saw coming. They will need to dig deep to move forward. Janelle is bravely honoring her son online, even though some trolls leave rude comments on the posts. In general, fans are there for her. Janelle is strong, and she will get through this, but it won't be easy. Her children will be there for her, and so will her good friend, Sister Wives Christine Brown. Fans who want to help her can support Janelle's businesses. Meanwhile, Cody and Robin are probably re-examining some of their choices. They have prioritized one another in the past. Now, they may want to branch out by healing rifts in the family. In particular, Cody's feuds with his children should be resolved. Bonnie passed away at the age of 76. She died in March 2021. Mary now honors her mother at her bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. The home features a lot of details about Mary's family and celebrates several generations of strong women who came before her. When she lost her mother, Mary had to embrace a new way of living. The passing of a parent means the loss of love, emotional support, and a sounding board. Nothing can replace this kind of priceless love. In March 2022, Mary paid tribute to her mother, as seen above. The death of a parent is a terrible experience that really tests a person. Mary was devoted to her mother, Bonnie. Mary is now 53, and she thinks of her mother often. She believes that Bonnie and Garrison have been reunited in heaven. In a recent Instagram post, Janelle said that her faith was helping her as she came to terms with her son's death. Mary's Christian beliefs may also give her strength when she needs it the most. The pandemic was a worldwide crisis that claimed lives. Even when people stayed healthy, they often felt uneasy or even paranoid. It was such a strange time in modern history, when all the systems that people relied on to feel secure were enough to keep them safe. Once there were vaccines, a lot of the fear evaporated. However, during the peak fear phase, Cody was hypervigilant. He chose to sequester himself with Robin. That didn't make Cody a bad person. Plenty of people were doing the same thing. If Cody's critics are honest, they might admit that they did pretty much the same. The problem is that Cody had 18 children by 4 different wives. When he decided to spend the pandemic with Robin, who would respect his strict virus avoidance rules when other wives wouldn't, he sent a clear message about his priorities. Quite possibly, Cody's other wives and kids felt like he was using the pandemic as an excuse to live with Robin and avoid everyone else. Cody's favoritism was always clear. It was an open secret that was ultimately the catalyst for the family's downfall. When one person is favored, those who don't have that kind of power tend to get angry. They may not express it publicly for a while, but the resentment inside of them simmers under the surface. Also, people just felt lonely, non-Robin wives and kids too. That's what's saddest about this. These people just wanted some love and attention. The kids missed their father. The wives who were on their own wouldn't have minded having a man around to help out with things. Instead, they had to do everything themselves. This toughens people up, and Janelle's harsher attitude in season 18 was really a front for all the sadness and loneliness she was feeling inside. Cody isn't always the most sensitive person, but he surely meant no harm. He probably wanted to protect his family. Everyone has their own point of view. Of course, he didn't think he was being a villain. Of course, he loves his children, even if his feelings about his ex-wives aren't quite as warm and fuzzy. If he'd had a way of knowing what Garrison was going through, he would have made different choices. No one wanted this to happen. Everyone loved Garrison. Sybil Brown is Cody and Christine's daughter, and she's currently 20 years old. For years, she lived with a painful condition, scoliosis. This health issue causes a range of symptoms, including, as per Mayo Clinic, to ease her pain, Sybil needed an operation. The procedure was booked at a hospital out of town during the pandemic. Cody wasn't willing to travel. He wouldn't be with his daughter at the hospital. He cited fears about COVID-19 as the reason why. Christine was the one who was with Sybil during that important time. Christine set any COVID-19 fears she had aside for the sake of her child. Cody got so much backlash because of his choice. It made a lot of people angry. Cody's bad dad reputation was founded on stuff like this. But again, he may have felt that he was doing what was best for his daughter, Christine, and society. What's interesting is that Cody's son, Peyton Brown, from whom he's estranged, said that Cody chose not to get vaccinated when COVID-19 vaccines were available. Sybil probably had some dark thoughts when she realized that her dad wouldn't be with her. She seemed hurt during the scene shown on Sister Wives. It must be so strange for the kids to have some of these scenes filmed. Watching them later, after losing Garrison, must be especially wrenching. Family problems can be so real and raw. When they're exposed to the world, it adds a new layer of complication. Sybil did have her operation, and she's doing well, but maybe Cody fell off the hero pedestal when he didn't go to the hospital with her. Quite possibly, Sybil realized that Christine was the one she could count on. Nonetheless, Sybil loves her father. Janelle used to be married to Adam Barber, Mary's brother. Sadly, Adam was only 54 when he passed away following a brave battle with cancer. Some Sister Wives fans may not be aware that Janelle was his wife, so Janelle probably had very strong emotions when she heard about her ex's passing. Mary definitely did, sharing some touching memories on Instagram. She added cute photos of both of them as children, as seen above. The shots were poignant, showing what a long journey Adam and his sister took together. Mary lost her mom and brother. That's a lot. It's so painful. Also, her issues with Cody have probably made her very sad over the years. In light of all she's been through, Mary's bravely moved on. She was never the most aggressive sister wife, but she's got a lot of determination. She works hard on her career, and family traditions are everything to her. Maybe that's why she stayed with Cody for so long, even when her emotional needs weren't being met. The show gets so much coverage because people care about the cast members. Yes, they might have issues with Cody and Robin sometimes, but certain viewers have been watching for 18 seasons. That's a long time and so much emotional investment in the Brown family. That's probably why fan comments get so heated. People may feel like they know the family, but there are always things that viewers don't see. In the clip above, Garrison shows his loving spirit. That's what people should remember. Garrison loved his family. He was dealing with depression, and that disease makes life seem hopeless. Janelle tried to help him, but sometimes it's not so easy. Every family has hard times. Everyone fights with family members. There's no such thing as a perfect family. The issue is that the Brown family's problems were a lot more toxic than people realized. Yes, everyone who watched the show knew that there was turmoil, but not that Garrison was suffering so intensely. Janelle was the one who understood her son the best. Recently, some of Garrison's texts were revealed, and he told his mom that he knew she was worried, as per Hollywood gossip about his. She wouldn't have been any nicer. Janelle doesn't deserve this horrible pain. Life isn't fair. Right now, the family's grieving, and some of the show's stars may be looking back, thinking about other grief they felt and other painful experiences that have changed them. Pain can sharpen self-awareness. It can also make a person kinder to others. Pain can breed so much compassion. However, processing this kind of anguish is grueling. It takes a lot of inner work to process the worst pain and move on.